Hi, my name is Fate. My pronouns are they, he, she, and I'm so glad the simulation brought you here today. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of my subscribers and you, if you click this video. I will be trying something different today that I'm going to call Gush and Draw, where on screen I will be drawing something random, but in the background will be me gushing about whatever TV show or movie I'm obsessed with at the moment. So in this video, I will be drawing a portrait I like to draw, which I call Fruithead Family Photo, and I will be gushing about the new Netflix series First Kill. So, if you follow me anywhere else, or even if you've seen one of my previous videos, you know that I am a seriously queer individual. So when I saw TikTok advertising the show as a woman-loving woman vampire star-crossed lover show, I knew this was going to be my next obsession. So the spoiler-free review is it is the best little gay teen drama. And no, I don't mean that in terms of writing or acting. I mean that in terms of I wish shit like this existed when I was younger. It's like if every teen drama you watched and loved as a kid was gay. Minus Riverdale. It is definitely not as bad as Riverdale. Now, I will be spoiling, so if you have not seen it, I highly recommend you go watch it first, but if you don't care, and just want to hear me talk about it anyway, then continue on. So, First Kill is about a vampire and a vampire hunter who fall for each other despite being from two families who hate each other. So, you know, basic Romeo and Juliet vibes. Spoiler alert though, neither of our gay protagonists die by the end of this season, so we avoided the bury your gays trope for another day. The character we meet first is Juliet, who is our vampire and shy, quirky girly. So when we meet her, she is going through vampire puberty. You know, that point in a young vampire's life where she has to kill someone to make sure she doesn't lose control around everyone and get her family caught because they're also all fucking vampires. Juliet doesn't want to murder because it's bad, and even though it is causing her immense pain to not just get it over with already, she won't. I know it sounds like I'm advocating for murder right now, and I'm not. I'm just saying, she's had her whole life to prepare for this. You're telling me there isn't one person she'd be okay morally killing? Not one person who seems to evade the authorities? Or somebody who does fucked up shit to, like, minorities and people of color all the time? Seriously? Not one person? Anyway, Juliet's family consists of her mother, Margot, her father, Sebastian, her older sister Eleanor, and estranged brother Oliver, who is Eleanor's twin. Also, her bitchy grandma Davina. And they are the Fairmonts, minus Davina, who is an Atwood. They are the most powerful legacy vampires in town, and they are also the leading family of all the other legacy vampires. Because the grandma possesses the Emerald Malkia, which is like the snake from Eden, which turned Lilith into the first vampire or something. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was very into the gay shit. The grandma was not very high on my list. I don't know exactly what's going on with this snake. But it's so important for Juliet to get her first kill out of the way because the vampires are a matriarch. And even though technically she won't have to be the keeper of the Emerald Malkia, she could fuck it up for her mother or her sister. So she should really get out of that way. But she says, no way guys, and heads off to school with her best friend Ben, who is a star athlete, super popular, and also in the Alphabet Mafia. I very much love that within the first few minutes of the first episode, they talk about how Juliet and Ben both tried dating and then found out that they were super gay. The sequence is the cutest and it made me squeal with joy. Like I physically paused the show and was like, this is the greatest thing, it's gonna be so gay. I was very excited. So then at school we meet our love interest, Calliope, or Cow, and Juliet has a major crush on her. So major that Ben is like, stop being a baby, just go talk to her. Which Juliet could never do because she is a useless lesbian, and I hope all of the lesbians felt represented in the sequence where Juliet keeps almost, but not quite, talking to Cal. So Cal is our strong, independent, monster hunting girly, and she's already clocked that our girl Juliet is a vamp, but has kind of just been studying her and watching her because, I don't know, she's intrigued or waiting to see if she does some sketchy shit or just trying to find a good opportunity to kill her. But I'm gonna blame gay shit, and nobody can stop me. Cal is also the only one in her family who has not had her first kill. In Cal's case, we mean monster kills, but it's not for lack of trying. Before the events of the show, Cal had an opportunity to kill a monster and basically froze, so her family have decided maybe she shouldn't be front and center of the missions for a while. Her family consists of her mother Talia, MILF, her father, Jack, and her two brothers, Apollo and Theo. They are the Burns, and they're from a long line of monster hunters. So, the two girls have a U-Haul speed relationship, while their families try their hardest to keep the two girls apart. The Fairmonts deal with the aftermath of a raid by the hunters, and their authority as the head legacy is challenged, on top of their son Oliver, who they sent away, coming back to town and bringing his witch girlfriend. Meanwhile, the Burns deal with the aftermath of a failed raid as the guild of monster hunters they work for begins to kind of turn their backs on them and accuse them of wrongdoings. On top of Theo, the eldest son, trying to hunt down the vampire who killed his mother without permission of the guild of other monster hunters. Also, while all of this is happening, in this universe where people already knew that monsters existed, they have now realized that monsters are back, and a group of angry moms have started a group to protect their children called MAMS. Moms Against All Monsters. Also, they protest the government using this group, which, like, okay girlies, I see you. So, as you can tell, there is plenty going on to keep you invested if hearing the words gay teen drama don't immediately hook you, like they did me. Now, I will proceed to gush about my 10 favorite things in the show, so if you haven't seen it, you definitely might be a little confused. Also, these are in no particular order. These are just my 10 favorite things. Number 1. I love the way the story is split between both Juliet and Cal's narration, so it never feels like we're only getting one side of the love story. Twilight. It's just my favorite, and I love hearing both of their thoughts on whatever's going on, even though it's so dramatic and Romeo and Juliet-esque, you know? Number 2. I am both in love and also totally hate Eleanor. I love that she seems to be the only one who is stoked to be a vampire. I just wish she wasn't also a serial killer and super manipulative and trying to get her siblings to perform their first kills. Number 3, I love every time Juliet and Cal have shared dreams because, first of all, so adorable. Second of all, every time the sequence happens, I can't tell if it's a dream because they're always like a little bit off, and then you realize it is a dream, but it's hard to realize at first because it's so gay and the whole show is so gay and I love it. Number 4, I love that they have their first kiss in the first episode, by the way, and when they do, Cal is fully ready to kill Juliet, like to stake her in the heart, but Juliet starts to kiss Cal and she gets distracted making out with her, and almost doesn't kill her until Juliet bites her. And then she remembers what she's doing there. It's like, oh shit, yeah. And stabs her. Number 5, I love the sexual tension between Apollo and Eleanor because it is definitely a lot of like, they are the enemy, but they're also very hot. And they have the banter of a Wattpad AU couple, and I friggin' love it so much. Oh my god. And I know now Eleanor is locked up because she's a serial killer, and the Burns are extra mad at the Fairmonts because of what Juliet did to Theo, but like, oh my god. They would have been the perfect enemies to lovers. I am shaking my head in friggin' sorrow, okay? Like, all of the wasted potential, I am crying. Number 6. I love right after when Sebastian eats his mother-in-law, he goes, "My love," to start trying to explain to his wife why he ate his mother-in-law. And her like main response is, huh, I didn't know you could do that. Like, what? Not like, that's crazy, you ate my mom. It was like, huh, I didn't know you could eat her. I would have done that a long time ago. Like that. I love them. Number 7, I love the very obvious parallel they were trying to get you to like understand when Juliet and Cal spent the night on the set of Romeo and Juliet school play. Like, I get it. I only recently found out that 10 Things I Hate About You is a retelling of The Taming of the Shrew, but like, this one is pretty obviously a Romeo and Juliet retelling. Like, we could tell. Number 8, I love the way Juliet looks at Eleanor when she is being dragged off to the police station. Priceless. Absolutely the best thing, because if you've ever had sisters, you've made this look at them when they got in trouble for something and you were already mad at them, so you're kind of happy about it. I was like, yes, finally, accurate sibling representation. Oh. I mean, sure, the reason Juliet was mad at Eleanor and the reason she got arrested were kind of like linked, but like, still. Number 9. I love how Juliet and Cal think, like when they murdered a guy, instead of going to their families, who have both been murdering and disposing of remains for years, they decide to go to Ben because he watches a lot of true crime or whatever. Like, are you serious? Juliet, your sister is a frickin' serial killer. Are you serious? Number 10. The fact that all of the queer characters, minus Noah, are out and seem to have been for a while, and like their family seems to just accept that as a part of them. I literally love it. It's not like a coming out show. It's these people are already out. It's just gay. It's just gay and I love it. Now, like I said, it is in no ways perfect. Okay? The writing is that of a teen drama and the acting is not horrible, but it's definitely not winning any awards anytime soon. Also, Netflix did very little marketing for this show. I found out about this show from a TikTok. A TikTok of someone completely not even related to the show, but like knew it was coming because they like follow the person who wrote the book, and Netflix had not told me about the show at all. So I really hope that like the gays find this show quickly, you know, and obsess over it like I am, so that way they know they need to make a season 2. Because my little gay heart will be crushed if they do not make a second season. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like so the simulation knows that it brought you to the right place. Also, thanks for joining me in this first Gush and Draw for the series First Kill. Here is my finished drawing of the Fruithead family photo. If you've seen First Kill, what is your favorite moment to gush over? And if you haven't yet, have I convinced you to check it out? Comment in the chat below. Also, if you're into the social media thing, my website, which is lyricallyfaight.wixsite.com/fatesay, will be linked down below in the description, and it has the links to all of my socials on the first page. There is also the support page, where I give you multiple options to be able to financially support me in making this content if you are so able. Join me next time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day in the simulation.